What's going on, everyone? Slovosh here. Want to bring you another Marvel Heroes 2016 video. Today, my intent is to explain my Omega farming build with Mr. Fantastic. For all of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for the subscribe. Hopefully, I can bring you some content that you guys like. If you have any suggestions, please leave them below. With all that shit aside, I'd like to kind of focus in on the build. Not going to try and make this video too long, but I will make a link to this video and my other video where I was actually using this build in Cosmic Midtown to farm Omega points. And the reason I'm bringing this video to you guys is because down the pipeline, and could be potentially very soon, so that limits the amount of days that you're going to be able to still do this. I think one of the more crucial things that they've kind of disclosed on the test center, and I've really wanted to bring you guys an updated like Emma Frost build or how Elektra's looking and all that shit, but honestly, this is the first time in a long time I can really say that I've been kind of disappointed in the test center renditions. Like, it seems like Emma Frost is going backwards a little bit. Hopefully they get that hammered out. I don't know. They didn't say how long it's going to be till she comes out, so they probably will fix everything and should be fine in the end. But right now, when I logged on and I tried to like make some kind of build for Emma Frost compared to the one that I'm using on the live server, it just ended up like a pile of dog shit. So I wasn't going to bring that to you guys until they fix their shit a little bit more. So anyways, that's my explanation for why I have not done a video in a little bit. So that's where I'm going to stay with that. Elektra, from what I've seen other people's videos, she looks pretty neat for a single target. We'll see how she ends up. Anyways, guys, back to the reason I'm bringing this video. The major change that they're bringing to this game, and it could be very soon. I don't know how many more versions of Test Center are going to come out. Like I said, they haven't really said when this is going to go live, so I want to bring you guys this video as soon as I can. They are going to nerf the amount of experience you can gain in Cosmic Midtown by 1.5 times. That's huge. The reason you go to Midtown is to get experience orbs, at least in my opinion. I mean, besides a furry main drop, maybe a Fred Duke's bodysuit, something like that, a couple other artifacts, you mainly go to Midtown for like leveling your legendaries, your pets, your team-ups, your guy. On Mondays, obviously, that's a different story. Like, you would go to Hightown for your uniques and shit like that. So Midtown, in my eyes, was always a niche place where you just gain shitloads of Omegas, at any time. Like, just you go there, and if that's what you're grinding for, that's what you grind for. Anything else is kind of icing on the cake. So that's why I made this Mr. Fantastic version with the 51 health or intelligence. And I made this video of me going around in Cosmic Midtown. Again, I will link that video to this one so you can check it out. It's just me and a clan buddy, chit-chatting as we were playing along. But you can literally see how fast the Omega bar is filling up. And I'm already at, let's see, 7192 for Omega. So I'm kind of at the end of that bell curve with where I should be gaining Omegas. Anyways, so this build, the focus was to get as much experience gain and as much intelligence as I could. I used my current Omega points to buff intelligence because, for those of you that don't know, intelligence gives 1% experience gain per rank. So when I get it up to 51%, I basically have like a permanent potion over here going on. It's also a good idea to buff those. But anyways, so the goal was to get intelligence as high as I could. Now, intelligence, as you can see, it also buffs crit hit rating, crit hit damage, spirit, and summon ally damage. So a lot of times summoners will use really high intelligence, and that's where they'll go with it. So it's not a bad idea to do this on a summoner either, but Mr. Fantastic has innate really high intelligence because he's the smartest person in the Marvel Universe. Anyways, so with that being said, I went ahead and capitalized on his base intelligence and made it higher through some of his gear. I'm using all of his own uniques minus the Fragment of Twilight. That's the slot 1 I guess I could have all the challenge bonuses switched to intelligence. I just didn't feel like going that balls to the wall with it. So all these could be plus to intelligence, but I just want to show you the gear that he's got on him right now. So I'm just using all of his own +1s. This is what I'd normally use in my regular build without the intelligence. I got a Bloodstone Demon Band ring on with intelligence. That was the main focus. Obviously, I was looking for either melee or physical damage, and that can depend on whatever your character's doing. Anyways, so get an intelligence ring. Usually a Demon Band is probably one of the best ways to do it, if not the only way to do it. God Killer. Gotta get a God Killer. That 20% bonus experience in Cosmic Midtown right now before the nerf to it is huge. This has got to be the best legendary for Omega leveling for sure. I got all of his normal artifacts on except for this, the Iron Legion armor sheath plus to 7 intelligence. That's fucking huge. That's 7% experience gain. Mole Man Medallion. If you have a cosmic or a purple, it's still really good. Gives 2 to intelligence and 9% experience gain. I don't know. I think it goes to 10%. So yeah, you can see that there. So with the 2 intelligence plus a 10%, you can get 12% more experience gain from this alone. So that's huge. This is basically 7% experience gain right there. You could do a Uru with what is it? Seer's Brilliance is +1 to intelligence and some other experience gain stuff. So that's a good alternate to the power dupe. But I just had this on as gear anyways, so that's what I was rocking. I kept my core and everything the same on his costume. So like I said, I wasn't trying to lose too much DPS because it is still Cosmic Midtown, so it's not like a cake walk or anything like that. So I wanted him to still be able to do damage and kill. His damage is still good. He's still got good DPS and everything like that. It didn't suffer too much. So these were the swaps I made gear-wise. And for the pets, you can also get a +3 to intelligence under the unique cybernetic tab down there at the bottom. I have the +3 to fighting. So that's where it was there. You could get a Mr. Fantastic insignia. That would give you +2 to intelligence every time you crit, which is going to be a lot, because intelligence also buffs crit hit rating. So he's got a shitload of % chance to crit right now. And you'll see that here in a second. It's almost at 60%. I don't even know if my buff's on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so I have the stimulant field on. Anyways, for all the new people on the channel, Mr. Fantastic is my main. Something about playing a character that's not rarely or very often seen is... I don't know. It tickles my pickle. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it just, that's what I like to do. I like to make someone who's kind of a sleeper good, got his gear good, whatever. You guys, he got crazy DPS. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Fantastic's a fucking awesome character for DPS. Since the defense rework, he's actually quite durable too. I wouldn't have any problem red rating with him or anything like that. So if you haven't given Mr. Fantastic a shot, his synergy alone is probably worth it. And I mean his hero team up synergy. I don't know what I'm really getting at right now in this part of the video, but making a selling speech for Mr. Fantastic. This right here, the 5% crafting discount, just make sure you have this on anytime you're doing any kind of re-rolling or anything like that, and you'll save yourself a boatload of materials and money. So that is my speech on Mr. Fantastic and how he's fucking awesome. For all the new people here, that's my main. Also, Emma Frost is probably my second alt, my number 2, which is why I was really excited about this rework, but kind of feels like I'm sitting on my thumb every time I get on Test Center. Like, half the shit's not done and everything else. So I was excited about that, but that's kind of why I stalled a little bit with the video. Cosmic Midtown, I still suggest using a strong team-up character like Pirate Deadpool, who you can get for free following the quests. Someone out there's probably got a video. Just go ahead and search that on YouTube. I'm sure you can find one. Let's see. Omegas, that's probably the most important thing. It's just a plain positron emitter build, guys. If you know anything about Mr. Fantastic, that's probably the build you're using, I would imagine. So nothing special here with my build. Not even going to really cover that. I've probably done that in another video. But the Omegas, just want to point out to you guys which ones I leveled up for maximum intelligence, which is maximum experience gain. So you want to go with, under the Psionics tree, start out with Shadow King's Possession. if you have the points, I'll try and break it down too. This is probably the first place you want to invest points in, right here on the Psionics tree. You're going to do 1 in Shadow King's Possession, try to get 1 in Supreme Intelligence, but then you want to get 1 point into Overmind's Power, because this alone gives you 6 intelligence. Okay, so that's 1,200 pointer. Yeah, that's a lot, but it's 6 intelligence. So once you get Overmind's Power on, you can drop down 1 more and buff up in Supreme Intelligence. I think it's a little less than 200 per pop per intelligence. Yeah, it reduces your movement speed, but who the fuck really cares when you can just dash endlessly? So this right here, just between these two, that's plus 16 intelligence. That's 16% experience gain. Under molecular adjustment, this tab, Amphogenesis, this will give you intelligence. Looks like 250 per rank, gives you summon ally damage, intelligence. This is really good for a summoner. So Amphogenesis, guys, this is another great one. As you can see, 250 per point. So this is another beginning great one to use. I'm going to retract what I said earlier. The place that you want to start, and I just remember this because as soon as I thought about the point values, at least that's how it used to be. It still is the case. Okay, so under neural enhancement, guys, the best bang for your buck to get intelligence right off the bat, Amadeus Cho. This tab is fucking beast mode. So you start out neural recovery, 1 point in tactical neural implant, and then go into Amadeus Cho. Only maxes out 5 points. If I could put 1,000 points in here, I would. It fucks your brutal strike, so that's kind of like the counterbalance to this, but it gives you 5 to intelligence. And look at that, guys, 50 points per fucking point. Beast for intelligence. Okay, so that's what we're going to do in that tab. Max Amadeus Cho first, then go back and rework those Overmind's Power, shit like that. Let's see here. I didn't have anything under interstellar exploration yet. Nothing under special weapons. I think, I don't know why I had these in here. I'm going to back these out. Put them here. Okay, so depending on your build, maybe this is where you want to start putting in some other points, but you kind of are leveled out on intelligence gain at this point. Those are the main tabs for intelligence gain. So where you can focus now on is either clairsentience or precognition. These two give experience per enemy defeat. So when you're clearing trash mobs, all that little experience gain adds up. Won't help with your orb drops in Cosmic Midtown or normal Midtown, but it will help with killing each guy. And just to follow suit with those, this Stark Tech, or this nanotechnology here, this microsurgery experimental robots, this one gives a lot of experience per enemy defeat. After that, guys, if you have any points left, try and max spend tech out or something like that, just to help with your DPS a little bit. That's pretty much where I was at. I know that's a shitload of points. Focus here on Amadeus Cho to get it started. I think most people would have enough points to probably get him leveled up to rank 5. That's plus 5 more experience gain. I think Amphogenesis is another great tab to start out with. And then if you can, start working your way up to Overmind's Power. And that's where you'll get a shitload of intelligence right there. I don't think there's any intelligence things here. But you do want to make sure if you have Cyclops that his synergy is turned on at all times, just like your seatbelt's fastened in your seat. Okay, that was a terrible fucking pun. Anyways, guys, this is what I'm always going to have on. Pretty much until I hit Omega Cap, it's always going to be Cyclops synergy. I think I say that in almost every fucking build because who the hell doesn't want 10% more bonus experience? I mean, it's like a fucking no-brainer. So put that shit on when you're maxing those OMEGOS. And that's the build, guys. That's what I did to get to the 51 intelligence. I mean, things like this artifact just really help a lot, but mainly it's coming from OMEGOS. Amadeus Cho and Overmind and Supreme Intelligence, shit like that. That's just going to kick it up so high. But I'll leave a link to the other video, guys, so you can see it in action. I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions about what's coming down the pipeline or anything like that, and you don't check the forums frequently, I'd be happy to answer any questions or anything that you might have a question about. So again, thank you guys for joining the channel, the new fellas out there or ladies. Hopefully I bring you some quality content. I had a few beers before this, so I apologize if I'm slurring my speech. I will catch you guys when shit is popping on this game, okay? So when some new stuff's happened on Test Center, they're talking about tonight. Tonight is Wednesday, the 29th, I believe. So if there's something good happening on Test Center with the next version, I'll bring another video. But if they're going to keep muddling their feet and fucking around, I'll just wait till there's a more solidified build. Things aren't going to be so fluid, and then I'll bring you another video. But hit me up, guys. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you guys next week. See ya.